Anyway, guys, we're going to start this week where we all wish we could end. Spiky Bits. Sharing, of course, the headline here, Warhammer Plus takes another hit. Guys, without any prior knowledge, how do you think, I'm going to start here with Lukas, how do you think Warhammer Plus is taking a hit?
I have no idea. I haven't paid any attention to anything Warhammer Plus related since it came out. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Probably a little minor hit there, I would say. Danny, how would you say?
Yeah, so here's something we can all participate in. Okay. So my friend got he's got to see the new assassin that you get from this, and apparently it's like more than 6 inches tall. So I think for like line of sight purposes, that is just going to have a real eagle eye view being up there like that, comparatively to the normal Vindicare model, which is on like a different sized base and obviously not 6 feet in the air.
The best thing about the free assassin,
I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I have him downstairs. It was my, because I was poor.
Do you?
To subscribe to the app? Yeah. Yeah, he comes attached to that giant sister head base. So you can kind of cut it off and model it off him. But if you want to not model for advantage and keep him in a sniper nest the entire time, he is sizably off the ground. Therefore, kind of clearing all kinds of fire lanes. Lukas, if you were going to kind of do that assassin, would you cut him off the base like a coward and run him normally, or would you run him with that advantage?
No, I had 100% model for advantage.
Heck yeah.
I said it.
Heck yeah.
100%.
The competitive stuff here.
I mean, the Vindicare is so god-awful that I'm pretty sure we could give it all the advantages for line of sight it could have in the world. It could shoot people through walls and it would be terrible. It'd still roll a 1 to hit. Come on.
Yeah, the model's terrible because your dice rolling sucks. But anyway, guys, I dived into this article to find out exactly what the stake behind all the sizzle was, shall we say, with the hit the Warhammer Plus is taking. I was going to ask you guys to guess what it could possibly be. There's no way you could actually guess. The hit the Warhammer Plus is taking is Games Workshop is trying to hire more animators and some app developers. So, I believe, like to directly quote Spiky Bits here, it seems like they've been sort of rotating members of the app in the team as they put out 2 separate calls for app developers. Anyway, this time around, they don't say whether the person is to replace an animator or if they just realize they need more people to get the schedule rolling faster. If it's just to get out shows faster, perhaps it shows that they need more content. That was summarized 3 paragraphs, by the way. Guys, so needing to hire 2 to 3 people, is this the kind of hit Warhammer Plus can recover from?
Maybe not. I certainly won't care.
And of course, Lukas showing your skill.
I'm just completely indifferent toward Warhammer Plus, man.
I guess, do me a favor then. Define what clickbait is for those who might not know
it. Me? When the company want your dollar, so it make funny title.
Yeah.
If you look at it in the dictionary, that's what it says.
Exactly, for sure. I like how it just uses every other word, so it's more concise. But Danny, what are the dangers of purely using clickbait, especially something where like this service is in trouble because they're hiring?
Well, John, I really think that it runs the risk of you becoming some kind of immortal child human vampire like Rob Bear.
That's true.
That guy never ages. Have you seen a picture of him now comparatively to like 10 years ago? It's exactly the same. It's like Keanu Reeves.
Dude, all I know is whack don't crack. Anyway, it did finish the article on a positive note, saying that it looked like a great opportunity for someone to get into the animation side of Warhammer Plus at Games Workshop, and also a giant you can apply here link, which I can only assume is set up as an affiliate link to give a 3% kickback for every click that goes through there. Speaking of, If you ever
Nice.
need any hobby supplies, say if the Portland area only has 6 war dogs, frontlinegaming.org has you taken care of. And if you use the link in these show notes, we do get a small kickback that helps us make terrible jokes week in, week out in a way that scares Val. I'm also happy to report that we won't ever use clickbait headlines here, starting with next week's episode titled, Can Anyone Win This Game of Warhammer with This One Simple Trick? Which I made a very wonderful title slide for. Amazing. Beautiful. So that's our promise not to make clickbait. That's okay. We'll fix it in post, and I will. Moving on to happier subject matter, a unique question from the Tide of Traders Facebook group, which is actually a growing favorite group of mine. We were asked to ponder the following things here. Warner Brothers has realized that there's a lot of money in this 40K stuff. So they've partnered with GW to do a film project. But all the people they would get to head up the project died in a massive freak accident. So they've asked you to do it. They've agreed to give you Kubrick-style full creative control. Nobody messes with this project without your explicit say-so. What are you going to do, and who is Henry Cavill going to play? Guys, why are we making a Warhammer movie in a world where approximately 7 billion people have died in a freak accident?
Because it'd be funny. And more importantly, what would the show be about? That was part of the question.
Yeah. So I guess really what it's asking there is what would your pitch be? What movie would you make in the Warhammer 40,000 universe? If you had to not worry about suits or executives or anything like that.
I mean, just for me, I think there's so much cool things to explore in terms of Warhammer lore that don't involve humanity. I feel like basically every sci-fi or fantasy universe focuses on humanity. I'd love to see something like the good guys are, I don't know, the Eldar or the Tau or something like that, and the bad guys are another Xenos race or Chaos or something like that.
So yeah, that World of Warcraft film did great.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Got him. Also, Danny, wouldn't Henry Cavill be one of the people who died so you could get this project, so you couldn't actually cast him? Because surely he would be a better choice.
Ow.
I mean, how would you accurately represent the Warhammer fan base, though, if you didn't pick some of the nerds that play this game? I think it would be tough.
That's fair. Man, could you imagine if it was just like the top 32 at LVO this year? That was your cast. And you were like, okay, guys, our effects budget's real small. 7.2 billion people have died, and there's a lot of bills that account for that. You're all just Space Marines. Here's an egg carton. Good times. Regardless,
John, I was thinking about a movie that I would remake.
Okay, yeah. Go movie.
I gotta
By the way, chat suggests a rom-com, which I'm all about.
Ooh, okay. I'm thinking I would reshoot The Ghost in the Darkness in the 40K universe, except the man-eating lions of Savo would be replaced with, like, lictors. What do you think?
I mean, you could. That'd be okay. I'm thinking something like, if you're familiar with the popular movie Free Guy,
No.
which accounts a tale of a character in a video game. And people in danger, like actual danger inside a video game, and how while that relates to an existing 40K story, Danny, I know we've talked about before, where Korn invades the internet and goes to kill some Space Marines.
I mean, God, it's an excellent story, John, and you'd love to see it.
You'd love to see it, but Lawnmower Man was already made.
Please don't.